Hello guys, ito na naman nagbabalik si Bertronix TV. Let's join and have some disco kung saan si inductor at capacitor ay masayang masaya sa kanilang pagsasayaw. Yuhu! Okay guys, yung disco na yan ay isang mnemonic na madalas kong naririnig sa mga new graduates, lalo na sa mga job interviews na ginagawa ko. Well, it's a little bit catchy na mnemonic at madaling tandaan to remember some inductor and capacitor characteristics at DC. Pero bukid, mas maganda kung lalagyan natin ng explanation supported ng concept and formulas. Na-observe ko kasi guys, no, na mnemonic lang talaga ang nare-recall at hindi yung mismong concept. So halika, pag-usapan natin ng mas malinaw. And let's have some disco. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng disco? Well, yung letter D stands for DC or direct current. The next two letters, IS, stands for inductor I, being shorted S, na sinasabi na ang inductor ay katulad lamang ng isang wire na merong napakaliit na resistance sa DC application. Now, since we have a shorted wire, the current is maximum while the voltage is 0. The next two letters, CO, stands for capacitor, looks like an open circuit O for DC application na sinasabi na napakalaki ng resistance sa DC. Now, since we have an open connection, the voltage across the capacitor will be maximum while the current is 0. Guys, I just want to summarize the statement that at DC, the inductor acts as a shorted circuit and the capacitor acts as an open circuit. Now, it is also good to assume guys that we are in the steady state and not pure DC. So guys, yan ang meaning ng mnemonics na disco. And now, gagamitin natin yung mga formulas para mas ma-explain na maganda yung ating concept. Okay guys? The first formula na gagamitin natin ay ang induced voltage sa inductor. That is equal to the product of inductance L times the rate of current change with respect to time. So dyan guys, no, makikita nyo that the encircled di dt term will dictate the amount of induced voltage. The second formula is the current through the capacitor, and that is equal to the product of capacitance times the rate of voltage change with respect to time. Again, the encircled dV dt term will determine the amount of current passing through the capacitor. Okay, a little detour lang muna about sa derivative term or slope of a function. For example, I have a straight line for which I have my y as a function of x. Therefore, dy dx can be obtained from the 2 points, say point 1 and point 2, along a function. Then my dy is the difference of y2 minus y1, while my dx is equivalent to the difference between x2 minus x1. We will have a dy dx not equal to 0 as long as there is a difference from 2 points in a function. Guys, balik ulit tayo dun sa inductor. Let's plot the DC current so that if we sample the current level with some time interval t1 and t2, you will notice that di equals to I2 minus I1 is equal to 0 because it is a constant current. Therefore, my di dt will be equivalent to 0. The same case if we plot the DC voltage for the capacitor so that if we sample the voltage level with some time interval t1 and t2, you will notice that my dV equivalent to b2 minus b1 is equal to 0. Therefore, the change rate dV dt is equal to 0. So guys, intuitively we can now define for the inductor in the direct current, there is a constant flow of current that does not change with time. So that the induced voltage VL equals to L di dt is equivalent to 0. And isipin nyo guys, no, in electrical circuit, a zero voltage is a manifestation of a short. For the capacitor, in the direct current, there is a constant voltage that does not change with time. so that the current IC equals to C dV dt is equivalent to 0. So isipin uli natin, in electrical circuits, a zero current is a manifestation of an open. Okay, so that's it guys. I hope that may natutunan kayo sa episode na ito. Again, disco. DC, inductor short, capacitor open. Again guys, salamat sa patuloy niyong suporta sa Bertronix TV. Till another video guys. Bye!